Hi, welcome to Drive with Care. Have a little request. Manson 28488, can you do a Park Farm video next? I had a little bit of conversation in the comments with Mason, and turns out that because Park Farm Road is just really quite short, I'd do it in a minute. He then went on to expand, we'll do a drive around Folkestone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here on the Dover Road, go down towards Tontine Street, come up through Tontine Street, go into town, Middleburg Square, and then, we will go up Park Farm Road. I need some petrol, so that will be a convenient place to have a quick stop and an ad break. It's a bit of a murky day today, so I'll shout out the hazards as I see them, but I'll really emphasise them, I think. We've got several cars reversing here. Car parked on the right, but cars coming out on my side of the road. We're in a 30 zone. Woman on the left with push chair. Lighthouse driving school. Zebra crossing with no one waiting. So yeah, I'll go down the tram road, I think, and up Tontine Street. So yeah, murky day, headlights are on. Be interesting to see how many people are driving without the headlights on. And yeah, just see how we get on, see if we get any hazards for you. Okay, into my lane. Cars parked on the right. It is wide enough for two cars, oncoming traffic to pass. Shouldn't need to give way. No right turn, because that's one way up there. And because you're coming out of a one way, you come onto this two-way traffic sign. Oncoming vehicle, taxi's turning right. I'll move over to the left in case he wants to carry on out. Taxi's decided not to turn right. Zebra crossing, nobody waiting. I'll indicate right because I want to turn up. Taxi didn't indicate. Why am I not surprised? Got some pedestrians and cars parked on the left. The boot up. This is two-way traffic, this road, but only for taxis. Look, he's turning in and not indicating. Dreadful. I'm a stickler for doing it properly. It doesn't take much to indicate, does it? Is that telling me someone hasn't got their wits about them? I don't know. Pedestrians on the left. Joining a one-way street. Nothing to my right. Didn't indicate because there's only one way to go. Zebra crossing, no one waiting. Let's go right on this roundabout. I was going to go up there and then I suddenly realised that I can get to Park Farm going this way, can't I? Right, joining the one way again. Pedestrians in the road. Under the viaduct. Got a pedestrian opening his door. Not a pedestrian, he's a driver, isn't he? Now he's waiting, but I can get past there. No right turn, and we've got to give way. Nothing to my right. Still on a one-way. Or rather joining a one-way. Let's go straight on at the lights, so I'll get into the right-hand lane here. Will it stay green? Please stay green. It would be lovely if you did. And it did. Lovely. Pedestrians. Right, this is a speed-controlled area. We've got traffic calming measures along here. This is Park Farm Road. So we're doing Park Farm, Mason. Normally I can go over the bumps, but not when there's oncoming traffic, because my car is wide enough. Right, we have traffic calming here on this road, whereby 1 minute we have priority and then we have to give way to oncoming vehicles, so play it along. Road narrows and then we have on priority over oncoming vehicles. Lots of school signs. Currently doing 20. Trying to pace it. Car coming out. It's my right of way, priority over oncoming vehicles. Now we give way to oncoming vehicles, and there's quite a few. I won't block the junction, just in case someone wants to turn into the school. Right, white car's gone for it, but I still have to give way. I'm not going to go for it. Van coming out. Park Farm. This was the request. Can you do Park Farm? Don't normally come down here unless you're actually visiting the industrial estate, do you? Or you're going to McDonald's, which is just up here, or Sainsbury's, the supermarket, which actually I'm going to get some fuel. Okay, van's turning. There's a pickup turning right. There's a truck coming out. It's all happening. The Audi wants to turn right. He's going for it. I shall continue on now. I want to go left at this roundabout into the supermarket area. Cars to my right, so I shall give way. Little Peugeot 309 there. Don't see many of them anymore. I shall do the old Harry Potter and expecto petroleum. If you've ever seen the meme. Right, I shall get some fuel, we shall have a quick ad break, and I'll see you in a moment. Yeah, got my coffee too. Gotta have sustenance. Thank you to my Buy Me a Coffee patrons who donate to my coffee fund. You guys are great. Okay, so now what I'll do is go down Cherry Garden Avenue, go past Brickfields, come out at Cheriton, go down to Cheriton, and then into Folkestone that way, and we'll conclude that way. So we've done a bit more of Folkestone driving. There was spillage on the floor. I've got diesel on the soles of my shoes. Woman's broken down. Probably put petrol in her diesel car. Oh, it's made the soles of my feet all slippery. Wiping them on the mat there. National speed limit. You know what? I haven't seen anybody without their lights on. It's great. Full adherence to the highway code. It's not a rule, but it does say it's recommended. And there he is. There's the first one. Ding dong. No need for headlights. Admittedly, it's not that murky down here, is it? But it was when we started. I'm just going random now. Not really planned anywhere. Car goes in for its MOT in 2 days. Popped down to the garage today and I said, can you just look at my tyres? Because, you know, you go for an MOT and if they say tyres are just, you know, they're not valid anymore, they'll get the most expensive tyre in. Well, I know you can take the car away and get it fixed, but my mechanic, who's been very good to me for the last 10 years, generally, I pay for the pre-MOT, so basically 50 quid for him to do the assessment, and then the cost of the MOT. And anything needs fixing, he'll fix it if it's not, you know, extortionate. And that's how I've always done it with my old boy, who's been running his own little private garage for years. Anyway, took it down there this morning just to say, when are you free for a slot? It's booked in for Thursday. And I said, can you just look at the tyres? And if I need any, I'll go and get some from my tyre place. And he said, no, they're within limit. You don't do much driving, do you? And I was thinking, I do a fair bit, you know, with my Drive With Care videos. But it's not like I drive to Scotland frequently or go to Cornwall frequently, is it? And I don't use the vehicle for daily commutes to work because I work from home. So, car coming in. Come on then. Don't want to leave him hanging out at the junction, do I? Awkward place for delivery trucks to park. Pedestrian. Car's turning in so I can pull out. Right, no more yibby-yabbering. Yibby-yabbering, is that even a word? Let's concentrate on the roads. That was an example just there of me observing everything but talking at the same time. So you're just constantly keeping your wits about you. And so the conversation doesn't flow naturally. There will be gaps and there'll be pauses because suddenly I'll see something like these pedestrians here. These two in the road, they're going for it. Cars pulling out, cars pulling in, and cars coming out past the car going in. It's easier to see than it is to say. There's a learner driver coming out the garage. I've seen on television, you know, when they do those police driving documentaries, and I think I saw one once where he narrated absolutely everything he saw. Oncoming traffic, pedestrian on the left, cars parked on the left, bonnet open, junction on the left there, pedestrian on the right, lights are changing in the distance, you know, just speaking everything that he could see. And I think that's what we have to do as we're driving. So we've got the white van coming out of the parking area, maybe a drive, coming out onto the red lights, or is he, oh, he's delivery. Let's just leave the van halfway across the road. Admittedly, they can't get in because there's a skipper there. Anyway, let's get through the lights. And that is the power of observation as you're driving. It's not just getting you from A to B. It's a duty of care for other road users, be they pedestrians, cyclists, other motorists. We're all in it together on this road. We don't own the road, and we don't have the right to be the car that dictates on the road. We just drive and we make sure that we don't crash and no one crashes into us. Learner driver's turning, cars are coming out. Turning the heating down. Suddenly feeling a bit flush. Cyclist on the cycle path. Or is it a cycle route? I think we just know it as a cycle path, don't we? I've got a white Vauxhall Vectra behind me. Looks suspiciously like an unmarked police car. You always think that, don't you? But they're either black or white. Yeah, just a drive around Folkestone. We'll head down, is it Castle Hill Avenue, into Sandgate Road, drop down into the High Street, I think. That should do it for this video. Micro didn't indicate at all. No one waiting at the crossing. No one waiting at this crossing. No right turn. Cross the roundabout, indicate off the roundabout. Micro likely not to indicate anywhere, probably going all the way round. Peugeot indicated off. Micro didn't indicate off. Obviously a privileged driver, eh? One-way system or a one-way street. There's a lot of stark 70s architecture around here. I feel a photography adventure coming on. Capture the 70s Folkestone, if any still remains. I think there's quite a fair bit of it. Cross the roundabout again. Indicate off. Peugeot and Micro didn't indicate off. We'll go left at this roundabout. He's indicating now. Suddenly found his indicator stalk. Pedestrians. I know technically it's my right of way, but what harm does it do to let them cross when there's no one behind me? Of course I could have driven on. Because there's no one behind me, they could have just walked in after me. Right, somewhere down here I shall stop. Crossing, no one waiting. Isn't it funny that you come down a road like this, which then ultimately goes down to Rendezvous Street, pedestrianised, and then into the old high street. You think of this as the high street. This looks like a high street for a town, doesn't it? But actually, this is Sandgate Road. We've got blockage because of a UPS delivery man. I won't park in the grid because that would be the wrong thing to do. Now I can get through. Wow, there's a lot of traffic here. People just leaving the slots, the car park spaces, and then others waiting for the gaps. Like this woman here, what's she doing? Oh, she's gonna, that white car's come out. The taxi wants that spot. Why did we have to wait for that? Tell me what's going on. I'm going to stop here because it's a convenient little stop, and we'll conclude the video here. That'll do, won't it? There you go, Mason. I did Park Farm. Don't keep asking for it anymore. I've done it now. Yeah. Park Farm and a little bit of Folkestone. So I'm out. I've put petrol in the car. I've got my coffee. I'm going to do a drive. Maybe one more, maybe two more. Just keep the channel alive. So yeah, thanks for watching and bearing with. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Drive with care.